Hello, welcome back with me, Admiral, joining me on Star Trek Fleetman. So, the new events just dropped. The event of the final Borg stuff has just dropped in um, basically onto all the servers, just because the events have now updated for today. So, some of the events you can get, you got your, ignore that one because that's not part of this. So, you got your monthly assimilation crass avatar. So, what you need to do for that one, this is obviously. You need to spend G3, obviously uncommon or rare, you get that many points, or G4 is exactly the same. So I wouldn't worry about whether you're spending G3 or G4. The only problem with this is, I mean, a lot of this is going to be pay to win players are going to win this. So I like the concept of this. I like the concept and what they've done. So they broke it out into different things. So like, I'll go through them initially and then we'll talk about them individually. So you got the capture simulated crass, which is the uncommon, spend uncommon stuff. And then you got the capture, that's just the avatar, so that's obviously to go on your thing. Or you got the actual crass assimilation, which is to actually physically get him. He's exactly the same, spend G3 uncommon or G4 uncommon and rares. And then obviously you'll get obviously all of this. You potentially can unlock him in one go if you obviously get ranks 1 and 2. The difference you'll get just is slightly different things there. And then going along, you go know your enemy. So the ways to do this one is, as you can see, I've done a lot of mine already. It is 6 days long, so that's quite good. Is you complete the 2 Borg missions, that gets you 500, so that gets you all the way up to there. So that gets you 8,000 points straight away, which is pretty nice. 8,000, so obviously 2, and then obviously the 4. And then obviously to get it up to the 750, you then need to obviously gain Borg shards by spending them on one of these. Obviously, if you're spending them on the 5 of 10, 6 of 10, and 10 of 10, 6 of 10 being Crass, 5 of 10 being Jailer, and 10 of 10 being obviously the little triple thing. So yeah, you get 10 points per shard you buy or purchase. And I'll show you, I'll come on to that in a second. So you get 10 points. If you're going for 1 of 10 or 7 of 10, you get 5, and then obviously 8 and 9, you get 2 because they're not as good. So my focus was mainly to go for 1 and 7, just because I am very, very close to unlocking them. So I've gone for them personally. And then the last one is spend materials again on a ship. So you have to spend it on a ship. And again, it all varies. Obviously, if you're spending obviously loads, then, and again, this is all for level 28 or ops level 28. Just bear that in mind. If you go to the events, this is what you can get. So you get all different shards. So 9, 1, 7, 5, 10. You can buy the Vidar if you need a few more blueprints. Get some active nanoprobes if you want to. Independent credits. Limit is 10 though, so you do get 500 per though, and they are 18.8 thousand just to get 500. Just bear that in mind. And the concept of this, again, I love the concept of this, being able to buy the shards, being able to unlock who you want to unlock, and gain stuff to help you progress. Again, another awesome thing. You get different avatars. If you want them, you can get the avatars if you missed out on the last couple of Borg events. Also, you can get uncommons if you're a little bit low or you need a little bit more. You can get some uncommons. I'll show you how much they cost. So one chest you get is 1,900, and you get 5 per chest. So, and I think it stacks. I'm not 100%. Yeah, it does stack. So you're not getting any discount the more you buy. So again, I hate that with Scopely, but that is the way they run stuff for some reason. But yeah, it doesn't stack. So the more you buy, it doesn't make a difference. You'll just get, so if you get the full 19k, 10 chests, you'll get 50 of them. That's pretty much it. That's the same across all 3 of them. They're the same. You can get some blueprints if you, obviously this will depend on obviously what ops level you are. Me being 28 and being Federation and Romulan. I can get Saladin and Centurion blueprints, which is useless to me because I have both of them anyway. I can get Mayflower and Legionary, which is again useless because I'm already using level 28 ships. Hijack D3 blueprints, again useless unless you're a collector, but otherwise it's useless. Franklin, useless, I already have it. Devore, useless, I already have it. But it's a good way of getting them if you don't have them, I guess. I wouldn't waste your time with the Franklin personally because it's actually not that good. Devore, I would get if you can get it because it's really good. The only one that I found that seems to be relatively decent so far by going through this is the Devore parts. So you get 500 parts. So if you can save up enough to at least get the 10 chest, for example, which is only 11k, which is actually not that much if you look at what you can get with all the different events. 11k isn't that much really, and yet that'll get you 5,000 Devore parts, and to be honest that'll probably get you at least to like tier 3 or /4. So that's quite good, to be fair. And then going along even more, so you got the parts, you got the frequency modulators. Don't waste your time with them either. Don't get the Explorer class 2s. That again, complete waste of time. I don't even know why that's in there, to be honest. Explorer parts, battleship parts, Interceptor or survey parts. I personally wouldn't bother because you can just go grind them off hitting hostile ships. So these I personally think are a waste of time as well, and they cost a lot, and you don't get that many. So just bear that in mind. Again, what have we got next? So, and then this is where it gets a bit, I don't know, it depends how you look at it. Most people are not going to bother with the steel because that's really easy to come by. Most people are probably not going to bother with the deal. I mean, you can get a 100k token, but again, this is off of my tier. Or alternatively, you can get a 1 million trip token if we hurry up and get there. So you get a 1 million trip token for Ops level 28, and that's for 1400. I don't know if that's worth it, to be honest. Like 14,000 of the Borg credits, and you get 10 million. That probably is worth it, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It depends how much effort you're putting in to get these Borg credits, I guess, to sort of deem whether it's worthy or not to do. And then obviously next to that you got ship XP, which you get 5,000. I wouldn't bother again, to be honest. Personally, I wouldn't really waste your time with that stuff. And then you got the Ultra, which I've had a look. You only get 200 per pull, and the max you can pull is 1,600, and it's quite expensive as well. And then that's just Nano Pro stuff, and then you got 8 to 10. I don't know why it's not at the front with the others, but you got 8 to 10 shards there as well. If you do want to get 8 to 10. Personally, I would only focus on the officers. If you're close to them though, because like for example, I was only 2 shards away from 1 of 10, which I now have 1 of 10 because I bought the 2 shards that I needed for 4,000, which was the first mission, and I bought 2, and then the second mission got me another 4,000, which then got me 7 of 10 shards, and I only need 4 of them now, as you can see. So I pulled another 2, so I only need 4 of them now to unlock him, which will obviously significantly help me out. The only problem is, again, I love the concept of this. This is a really, really nice concept, and I love the event store. I mean, they couldn't have done a better job other than the fact that everything costs a stupid amount. It is so goddamn expensive. Like, it's so expensive. I mean, why is one shard 2,000? Why is it not just 1,000? You know what I mean? If anything, why is it not just 1,000 or 500? You know what I mean? Because it's just so expensive. Alternatively, you look at these missions. Other than the know the enemy one, which is the weekly mission, you got the monthly here, which is lasting now for another 4 days, and then you got this one, capture simulated crash, and you got the avatar for crash, which is the 2 days ones. They're all pay to win. I'll show you why they're pay to win. So they are all pay to win. So think them 3 you need to spend uncommons or rares on ships and stuff, and I'll show you why they are pure pay to win. Is because of this pack alone. You're limited to 4 of them. So if you are going to buy this pack, you're going to be obviously a whale. You're going to be able to afford it, and you're just going to get the 4 packs instantly to start with. And I'll show you why you're going to get it instantly. So you're going to get the 4 packs instantly, which is going to cost you what, £380 if you're obviously using pounds. Obviously it depends on what currency you're using. If it's in pounds, you're going to spend £380 on it. And this is why you're going to spend £380 on it. It's because ignore absolutely everything. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to get 120,000 war funds, Borg war funds, to get whatever the hell you want. So if you get all 4 of them for £380, you will end up with 480,000 war funds straight off the bat. You're not even you don't need to do the missions. You're straight away just going to get, again, this is all for ops level 28, so bear that in mind. So you're going to get 480,000 war funds. Not only that, you're going to get 45 crystal, you're going to get 30 gas, and you're going to get 30 rare ore as well. So obviously times that by 4 if you are going to buy all 4 of them, for example. You're going to times that by 4, and straight away, you're up to what, 140 crystal, rare crystal, and then obviously you're up to 120 on the others. Not only that, as you come to the uncommons, you get 300 uncommon refined crystal. That is an insanely good deal, to be fair. This is actually a really, really good pack. I mean, I give them credit. Like, this is a pay-to-win pack if I've ever seen one on this game in the last, coming up to 6 months of playing this game now. This is the biggest pay-to-win pack I've ever seen. So you get 26k in lat straight away. So if you bought all 4, I mean, you're already up to virtually 100,000 lat. You know what I mean? So you're up to 104,000 lat just off getting all 4 of them. You're up to 1,200 uncommon refined, which is really, really good. Gas, you're up to 200, so you're up to 800, or you get 200 per pack. If you go on it for the trit, there you go, boom, there's 60 million worth of tokens straight off the bat. There you go. Not including you get 60 million up front. So you get 120 million traits straight away, which is absolutely crazy. And then you get 500k guaranteed in Dill. Again, this is all for my tier. And then you get 100k tokens, you get 6 of them. So again, you get 1.2 million worth of Dill, which is not great, or that great. But not only that, not only do you get the tokens, you get 100k ones as well, which is another 10 million trait. So if you do want it for trait, then this is a really, really good pack to get for trait. You get a hell of a lot of speed ups, repair speed ups. You get really good relocation token. You get 3 of them. That's really, really good. And then you get a few alliance credits, which sort of tops the pack off. If you just want to get one of these packs, I thoroughly recommend getting them. This pack, I can't not recommend getting this pack because it's really, really good in terms of the offer. The problem is it's so pay to win, this event, or what we're seeing so far as part of this month-long event with the Borg as it kicks off today. It's so pay to win, and it's so obvious that it's a pay to win event that it's quite sickening, to be honest. Like I say, if you get the 120, for example, I'll show you all of the stuff. So you get the 120, you take it to the event, or if you buy all 4 of them, you get obviously the 480k. So you come to, if you only want to focus on officers, which I would personally only focus on officers because there's no point in focusing on anyone else. So it is really expensive. So I, for example, only have 33 shards of 5 or 10. So that would get me. So I would need another. I still need another 92. Need 92. So, and I only get 5 at max pull. I only get 5, which is why it's sort of good and bad. That pack is really, it's good and bad in multiple ways. So you get 480 if you get off. If you just get 1 pack, which is 120, I can pull 4 times, which is 20 shards. So if you get all 4 packs, for example, or buying all 4 packs, you can obviously pull. I could personally pull 80 shards. So I still couldn't max her out even if I wanted to. So I don't know how I'm going to ever max this person out. or ever get this person. Because I can only pull 80 and I'm 92 away. So I'd still be 12 short. Not only that, is I could do the same with 10 to 10. So if we go to 10 to 10, this one I could actually buy. I could actually get. So if I got all 4, which I'm 100% not going to. So if I got all 4 packs, which is £380 better than mine. £380 if you got all 4 of them. I could, obviously I could pull again, maximum of 80. 80, and I actually only need, 66? So I could actually unlock 10 to 10 with with a little bit left over. I could unlock 10 to 10, which is quite good in that sense, because 10 to 10 is really good for mining, obviously. Not only by doing that, I would get 1200 crystal, which if I did that, for example, well, my Sally that I currently have, I could max that out. I couldn't max it out, but I could get it up to tier 5. So I only need 200. So 1 pack would actually do me really well, to be fair. I only need 200. Not only that, is I could also do it with my... it's not currently set up. I could also do that with my Centurion. So I'm not that far away though. So I only need 11. And I could get that to tier 4 Centurion as well. So that would put me on the board straight away, because I'm spending 50 there, 210 there. And that 1 pack personally would be able to get me on the board for a couple of the events. Again, 325 there and 70 there. So again, that would get me on the board. If we work it out quickly, I'll just get it calculated up. So if we go to the event, this is going to be a slightly longer video just because there's a lot to talk about, people, so just bear with me. There is a lot to talk about. So we go to the ship event, for example, and we go to have a look at the uncommon. So we get 20 points. So we did the Centurion, for example, because that is the closest. That probably is going to get done today. So, and that's not through me buying a pack. That's just me grinding to save enough gas to be able to get it. So that's 210 times by 20. And then plus 50 times by 20, which is obviously the ore. So that would get me 5,200 points. So I can't even get the first level yet. And that's just, again, me doing it on my own. If I did my other ship, which would be the Saladin, that would be 325 times by 20. Plus, then it would be 70 gas times by 20 again, because again, it's all uncommon, so it's not like I'm going into the rares or anything. And it's only G3. So, do that. That would get me 7,900. So if I could do both of them ships, 7,900 would obviously get me the first tier. And then plus 5,200 from the other one. So that's 13,100. So I get both them tiers, for example. But that's only 4,000. That's not... I mean, that would get me another 2 shards with 7 to 10, for example. And then coming across 7 to 10, like I've already said, only gets you 5 points. So I'd get another 2 shards for him. That's 10 points. So there's 220. Whoopie-doo-dah. Doesn't matter. And then going into these, I'd have 13,000. Okay, I'd have 13,100 by just doing that today. If I bought that pack, because that's all I'd only be able to afford 1 pack if I did get 1 pack. So I'd get 1 pack, not including the 120,000 that you'd get. Just trying to go off these events alone. So by spending, so you get 100 points per G3 uncommon in these packs. So I would get 325. Well, technically it'd be 300 and plus the 70. So 325 plus the 70. So 395 times by 100, which is obviously 39,500. And then if I could do the other one as well, so plus, then that would be 210. What was that? 210 plus 50. So that's 260 times by, again, 100 because they're only uncommons, times by 100, which is 26,000. So that would get me 65,000, 65,500, 65,500. Let's go to have a look at this. Okay, so that's what I would do. That's what I'd be able to do off one pack. So that would get me currently a third place. The problem is, if you look at how many people are on this already, there's actually quite a few. Yeah, there's quite a few people on this already. But if you look at some of these players, I mean, you got this player. He's not anywhere near a max player. You know, once the max players start getting online or coming online today, and once they see this event, once they upload it and the game updates for them and stuff like that, I'll come back. I'll do another video tomorrow on this, and I'll show you the tables, and you'll be. It's completely pointless. It's one of them where it's like, why buy the pack when you're just gonna get outbought by all the other players. I mean, the only bonus to buying the pack for me personally would be able to unlock 7 or 10, because I could unlock him if I bought the pack. That's 120, so I'd only need to do this one twice, so I could do that, which would be pretty decent. Alternatively, well, I'd go for an avatar, but the problem is the avatars are stupidly expensive. 45k. Why are they 45k? Why are they not like 5k? It's just a freaking avatar. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the concept of this is absolutely, it's so good. I love the idea of this, being able to do whatever you want, get whatever you want. And this is the right format to do it in. Like, this is how they should do it. I mean, it's a really, really good event in the way that they've laid it out. The problem is everything costs way too much. That event, this first event, this second event, and arguably this third event. Obviously, the third event, you're not against anyone, you're just obviously doing it yourself. But then first two events to get crass, yeah, good luck. Unless you're paying to win, then good luck, because you're not going to get them. Unless you pay, like I say, unless you pay for the pack. And don't get me wrong, this is a really, really good value pack. I mean, it's at 95 freaking pound. You know what I mean? £95 is a lot of money, but for what you're getting in it, pretty damn good, to be fair. That's probably one of the better packs that you can buy right now. So my recommendation is to get this pack out of all the other packs you can buy right now, because it is a good pack. But if you wanted to think you're gonna get crass, i.e. obviously Borg crass and stuff like that, I'd probably think again, because unless you're a pay to win player, which there is a lot of them out there, you're probably not gonna. So I wouldn't waste that much of your money / your time trying to do it. I'd definitely try and get the one mission, or the one done, which is the Know Your Enemy. Definitely try and get this one, because it's just free tokens to be able to get at least a few officers that you want. So that's pretty decent. Let's see what they've got to say. So Borg Cube, frequently asked question, blah blah blah. There we go. Phase 1. So in phase 1, you will be able to experience new free missions available to the gift tab, recommended level 25. Compete in the 1 round of crass acquisition leaderboard. Again, pay to win players are going to win that, not you. So it's a bit sad, really, because that's really how it is. This is phase 1. I presume it's going to go up to I don't know, but it's probably phase 2/3. I would say probably phase 3. Over the course of the month. And what have we just got here? So we are the winners of rank 11. No idea. Don't even know what that was. Winners of what? I have no idea what that even was. Oh, it's okay. It's the faction hunt became 11th. That's not meh. It's not too bad. So yeah, really good concept. Love the concept behind it. Please let me know your thoughts on it. I love the fact that you can get what you want. I just think it's too expensive. I really do think it's too expensive. Also, I think these first 2 missions for the crass simulated is pay to win. Other than that, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.